Welcome to my channel, my dear people. As Christmas has already passed, I think this is the perfect time to talk about food waste. My today's topic is about how to save more food and never throw away a food, because I am totally against throwing excessive food away, whether it's fresh or cooked or it's spoiled. But anyway, you should do your best not to leave the food to become spoiled and keep it fresh. I will share with you with some tips and tricks, and I will show you some ways how I save food and never throw even a little tiny piece away. Now, first things first, my dears, I want to talk about fruits and vegetables that are widespread, and many people have problems about fruits and vegetables. What I do when I buy fruits and vegetables, as our family is small and we have some excessive or leftovers of some fresh vegetables or fruits, what I do, I just keep it in a zip bag and send it to the freezer. So, for example, I have some cherries here, I have some other kinds of berries here, I have some fruits here. By the way, they are also perfect to keep in a plastic containers. This is the only case that I use plastic, because this plastic I don't throw away. I always reuse this. They are reusable, so that's why I keep a few of them just for the freezer bag. Also have some green beans here, already cooked, by the way. This is not fresh. And I have also some broccoli. So my freezer is full of fruits and vegetables. I just need fruits and vegetables. I just take them out of the freezer, let them melt, and start cooking. And my dear, special attention to the vegetables. This is not the only way. You can also make vegetable broth, with some leftover vegetables. When you see they are getting spoiled little by little, and you can place that vegetable broth in the fridge, not in the freezer but in the refrigerator, and keep them for about a week. Next one, my dears, is about herbs. In my country we have this kind of collection of herbs. There are different kinds of herbs in one bunch. This is very useful when buying it with a bunch, because we can cook different kinds of dishes with this. So whatever it is, even it is one type of herbs, what I do, I just chop it in little pieces like this, and I will put it in this kind of container and right to the freezer. Let me chop and show you the result. As you all know, herbs go brown after a couple of days, and this is a perfect way of storing herbs. They don't lose their smell, taste, they look just the same when you defrost them, and they are perfect to use in different hot dishes and even in soups. But my dears, before freezing this one, I have a great tip for you. For different kind of soups and even sauces, I just make this kind of frozen herbs with vegetable oil. I will use olive oil, and I have this kind of ice tray. I will put some herbs in each of the hole. I will pour olive oil. You can use just any vegetable oil you want. Send this to the freezer, and it will be ready after maybe 6 or 7 hours. And voila! Something very important about fruits especially apples and berries. You make sure your apples, when you put them all together in your fridge, make sure they are all healthy, like them. Because if you put another spoiled apple here, you will see your all apples spoiled after one night. And the same about berries. Please make sure your all berries are healthy and fresh. And one more thing, if you don't want your berries to be spoiled very quickly, don't wash them before placing it in the fridge. Just wash them before eating or before serving. One trick for bananas, our favorite bananas. So if you want your bananas to last longer, don't keep them in the fridge this way. Or okay, you don't keep them in the fridge, you keep them in the room temperature. Do not keep them in this way. Just make them separately and place in the fridge this way, because they will last longer in this way. They will last about 2 weeks in this separate way, and they will not become brownish. I know many of you, like me, don't like brownish bananas. I like them some green and yellow, but anyway, it's up to your taste. And one more thing, my dears, if you see your bananas are already brown but you don't want to eat them, you can just use them in your cookies, in your cakes, or in your even in your muffins. And by the way, it's very popular nowadays in healthy lifestyle to use ripe bananas, ripe or brownish bananas in some dessert instead of sugar. So I do the same, and I advise you to do the same. And also I have recipe about healthy banana chocolate muffins. I will leave the link in the description box so you can click and watch this recipe, repeat, and enjoy your healthy banana chocolate muffins. Next one, my dears, I don't have something to show you because I will tell you about pickles and marinated vegetables. Many women in my country make pickles and marinated vegetables every year, every summer and every autumn, in the beginning of autumn. And they say that pickles for winter, they make them with leftover vegetables like carrots, cucumbers, tomatoes, beets, cabbages, and even cauliflower. And believe me, they save lives. I don't eat them, we don't have them in our house because I find it little healthy, because they contain too much salt, too much vinegar, and of course contain gases. Next, I want to talk about milk. When I go to buy milk, the milk packages come minimum with 1 liter, and so 1 liter is too much for me. So what I do, I keep this kind of plastic bottle. Again, this is reusable. I keep this one for using it again and again for milk. I keep half of my milk in the freezer, and I take them out whenever I want. They keep the same taste, they keep the same smell, and when I take them out, defrost and enjoy my milk with granola, with oats, with yes, also cappuccino. So this is the milk that will go to the freezer, and this one is the milk that I will enjoy for at least 3 days from now. You have some old eggs in your house? Me too. When I see my eggs are getting older, let me say it like that, because eggs are the foods that are kept with longer, that can be kept with even a week in the fridge. So I see that they are not okay to just boil or making omelet. I use them in my bakings. So instead of going and buying new ones for bakings, I use the old ones for bakings. And buy the new ones for eating. Here's, I have some frozen lavash bread for you. I just want you to know that this kind of bread, lavash or what else, there are different kinds of bread in different countries called different ways, and also just regular bread can be kept in the freezer for about a month or two, and they are just amazing to keep in the freezer, and they are perfect for making breadcrumbs, toasts for breakfast in the mornings, and also some small cubes, roasted cubes for cream soups. And they also keep their taste, smell, and they are, when they are being defrosted, they are like fresh. And in this case, I save money, I save food, I save even bread. And finally, my dears, I took meat out of my freezer to show you how I keep meat. I like keeping meat like poultry or beef in two ways. Cooked like this is boiled chicken, and this is raw minced beef, and I keep them in both ways, and they keep perfectly. So whenever I want to make something with meat, I don't go right to the market and buy, because I have it in, I know that I have it in my fridge, and they are perfect to use whenever I want. And the same goes perfectly with fishes. As I know, many of you go and buy frozen fishes, and the effect is the same. You can just freeze them in your freezer and use them. Just make sure you don't freeze them after defrosting, because they don't keep their quality. But whenever you freeze them for the first time, they keep all the nutrients and the quality is the same. And in the end, my dears, make sure you know how to store your food in the refrigerator, because nowadays most of the refrigerators have their separate blocks for eggs, for fruits and vegetables, for meat, and even for sauces. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this was very helpful for you, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If your subscribe button is still red, make it gray, and see you next time. See you soon.